I'm Lord McCormick, President of the Tabernacle United Methodist Men, and I would like to give you a little history of the Methodist Men here at Tabernacle. The Tabernacle United Methodist Men held its first organizational meeting and breakfast on Sunday morning, April 9, 1978, under the leadership of Reverend Dwight Mashburn. With Porter Brown as the chief cook for the group, he purchased the food and made the gravy. At this meeting, Lord McCormick was elected president and Porter Brown as treasurer, and no other officers were elected at that time. The men decided to meet on the second Sunday of each month, and we set the price of the meal at $3 per member. The charter for the Methodist Men was issued on March 29, 1983. A charter night supper was held on Saturday, July 23, 1983. Mr. Jim Mooney, Winston-Salem District Methodist Men's President, presented a charter to Lord McCormick, President of the Tabernacle United Methodist Men. After Porter's untimely death in January 1984, Greek Long took over the job as treasurer and still serves in that position today. He purchases the food, and the men of the church have a designated Sunday morning on which to cook. We only have 2 gravy makers in the group, and they alternate every other month. But there are 6 to 8 men that we can depend on to be at the church around 6 a.m. to start preparing the meal. Some specialize in cooking eggs, some in cooking tenderloin and bacon, and some in cooking biscuits. We started out with the Tabernacle United Methodist Men meeting for breakfast. But now in 2009, we have as many people from outside our church that come to our breakfast as we do our own members. We have people from our own church, Mount Pleasant United Methodist. We have visitors from Elm Grove, Doubts Chapel, and Trinity United Methodist Church, Mesmith Moravian Church, and Sharon Baptist Church. On an average Sunday, we will have 22 to 24 in attendance, with our highest attendance being 29. We usually have 4 to 6 churches represented, with our highest being 7. Greek puts on a good breakfast, and everyone present enjoys the good food and the great fellowship. To celebrate Mother's Day each year, we invite the women of the church and the wives of all the men who attend throughout the year to our breakfast. At this breakfast, we usually have 35 to 40 in attendance. On Sunday morning, October 14, 2007, as the Methodist men were in the educational building preparing for their monthly breakfast, our sanctuary caught on fire. The fire had such a head start before it was discovered that our sanctuary was destroyed. We gave what breakfast we had cooked to the members of the fire departments that responded to our call for help. It was determined that the furnace was the cause of the fire. As a fundraiser, the Tabernacle United Methodist Men sponsor a chicken stew the first Saturday night in October of each year. Some of the things the United Methodist Men have done for the church are framed the charter and gave it to the church in memory of Lawrence Mutt Culler, purchased a pulpit Bible for the church in memory of Porter Brown, built an outside informational bulletin board, purchased a hearing impaired and a wireless microphone system and installed it in the church sound system, along with the United Methodist women, purchased the stained glass window in front of our sanctuary.